Randy Orton is known for striking with an RKO out of nowhere, but this time he struck out with comments out of nowhere, unexpectedly saying that he is happy that Vince McMahon no longer is in WWE. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Randy Orton has been speaking about Vince McMahon. Some of it positive, some of it not so positive. He was speaking in an interview with Bill Apter. He opened up about Vince McMahon. He shared some stories about Vince McMahon, but he admitted that now he is happy that Vince is no longer in charge of the company. And this is kind of surprising because Orton does seem like a guy that has been loyal to McMahon over the years. He's defended McMahon over the years. He's never really come out and said anything negative about McMahon, but now he's admitted that he's happy with the direction of WWE. He's happy with how things are going, and he is happy that McMahon is no longer there. Now, is it an age thing? Is it the fact he's getting older? Maybe he doesn't want to work as many dates? That appears to be the reasoning. So this is what Randy Orton said to Bill Apter on Vince McMahon and the fact that he's enjoying WWE now more with Triple H running the game. He says, quote, "Off the top of my head, listen, I love Vince. He gave me so many opportunities. I think it was kind of time for him to move on. It's unfortunate that it happened in the way that it happened, but it's nice having people in charge of me that understand how important it is for you to be home for birthdays and home for Thanksgiving and home for Christmas." Vince McMahon had Raw on Monday Night Live. He doesn't care if you had kids. I came to him when I was 35 and my back really started going and I played it with him like, man, I gotta not do as many house shows and maybe do half the tour and be able to recover. And he just looked at me and was like, I need you on those shows, Randy. Mother Nature gets to us all. To hear that and go, oh well, I guess there's no other thing I can do than just wear myself out down to the nub until I can't walk anymore for this man. All of the opportunities he gave me, it's nice having him out of there. It's nice having his son-in-law Triple H running the game. Nick Khan is great. Everybody at TKO that's come in and stepped in, they seem to get it, and it's a different era. I think the way that they care for talent nowadays and make sure the talent is good, and if they need a little break, we're only human, they get it most of the time. End of quote. So there's Randy Orton's thoughts on McMahon, thoughts on the company, the new people coming in, and it just screams out to me, everybody being soft. We're talking about Randy Orton here, missing shows. He's talking about not being home for Thanksgiving, not being home for Christmas. I mean, boo-hoo, you chose the life of a professional wrestler. I'm convinced that this current generation, they could never do what Ric Flair did. I mean, Ric Flair, we're talking about a champion that was fucking continuously on the road. I mean, how many days out of the year did Ric Flair work? Who knows? But he used to say that he wrestled like 400 matches a year. Now, sometimes, obviously, he would have to wrestle twice in the one day to make that happen. But we went from guys that were literally working close to probably 300 days, if not more than 300 days out the year, at least like 250 plus, to guys now that, I mean, they don't even work half of it. You look at AEW, you got people like Punk say they just want to show up, have a match, tape vignettes, and then see you in a couple of weeks, see you in a month. Like, that's not the professional wrestling I know. Growing up, professional wrestlers were on every show, on every house show. I remember WWE, they were running house shows non-stop. I mean, look at the reduced amount of house shows these days. I mean, you barely get any house shows. They've limited the amount of house shows. You look at the wrestlers on television, sometimes they just disappear. Orton's talking about minor injuries, he's talking about birthdays and things like that. They don't even explain the absence of wrestlers anymore. If Orton said to Triple H, my back's a little sore, and by the way, it's my son's birthday, we want to go on a family holiday. If Triple H gives Orton 3 weeks off, they won't even play that into a story. They won't even explain his absence. They won't take him out. You'll literally see Orton 1 week on TV, and then he just won't show up for the next 3 weeks. I mean, it's one thing giving wrestlers time off, but they just don't even include it in the programming. They don't explain anyone's absence. You don't even know who's going to show up these days. It's a far cry from back in the day when all the top guys were on the show. Hell, most of the jobbers were on the show. Everybody was there. And if somebody wasn't there, there was an explanation. It was explained why so-and-so couldn't make it tonight, so-and-so was taken out, so-and-so was injured, so-and-so was here promoting WWE, so-and-so was doing some sort of fucking, I don't know, book signature event. It doesn't matter, but the point is, like, there was always a reason for an absence back in the day, and the wrestlers just used to work way, way more than they work now. So yeah, I mean, these guys, I mean, Orton can say it's better for the young guys, they get more of a break. I guess he's going to say they get a little mental health break. Why should McMahon care about that? McMahon was running a multi-dollar company, billion-dollar company. You know, this guy's fighting for his life. This guy's trying to be the best he can be. He wants winners. He doesn't want fucking losers. I mean, he doesn't want people that just show up and go, you know what, Mick, I'm not really feeling it today, Vince. I don't know if I can go out there. I think I need some time off. I mean, why would McMahon want to associate himself with those people? The best, the cream, always rises to the top. And you look at the wrestlers today, most of them fucking suck. Maybe they just don't have what it takes ability. Maybe they don't have what it takes mentally. But yeah, I disagree with Randy Orton here. Yeah, I get it. He's older now. He probably wants to do a part-time schedule. Maybe he could have negotiated something better with Vince. You look at the deal Brock Lesnar's got. If Randy Orton can't negotiate that deal, or if Vince McMahon doesn't view Randy Orton as important as he views Brock Lesnar, then maybe that's on Randy Orton, okay? Maybe Randy Orton isn't this big deal. Maybe he's a guy that hasn't exactly earned a part-time contract, or he's not good enough for a part-time contract. I like Randy Orton, but I don't view him as an A-tier legend. I mean, I probably don't even view him as a B-tier legend. He will go down as a legend, but he's not like top tier, not at all. So, yeah, I just don't really agree with this. I think this is kind of like soft thinking here from Randy Orton. I mean, maybe you could meet in the middle. Was Vince McMahon too hard? Was he too strict? I mean, possibly. Is there middle ground? Then I get that. There probably is middle ground, but it seems like Randy Orton's basically saying, well, life is easier. Triple H, you can get away with things more with Triple H. Triple H is more compassionate. Triple H buys our sob stories. Triple H feels sorry for us, so therefore he's better boss. I prefer WWE with Triple H. That's how this comes across to me. But I mean, whatever, guys. Let us know what you think down below. I personally miss McMahon in wrestling. I think it's sad that we'll never see him again in wrestling. He'll probably never get the credit or the acknowledgement that he deserves. I mean, fuck Roman Reigns. I ain't acknowledging him. I'm acknowledging Vincent Kennedy McMahon, the guy that made sports entertainment, okay? The guy that transcended this into what it is today. Everyone can bash McMahon, say that he's this, say that he's that. Without McMahon, there would be no wrestling as we know it. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.